Hello and welcome to today's video where we'll be discussing a profitable trading strategy using the MACD indicator. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced trader, this strategy will help you maximize your profits and minimize your risks in any market. So you might be wondering, what is the MACD? Well, the MACD, or Moving Average Convergence Divergence, is a popular technical indicator used by traders to identify changes in momentum and trend direction. It is based on the difference between two moving averages and is plotted as a histogram with a signal line that oscillates above and below the zero line. So you might be wondering, how do you use the MACD when trading? So the MACD is typically used is when the MACD line crosses above the signal line. And to be clear, the blue line is the MACD line and the orange line is the signal line. The histogram, like I said before, is this red and green area you see here. And obviously, red means it's bearish and green means it's bullish. So how do most traders use this, or what is the baseline strategy that most traders think when they think of the MACD? So they think you're only supposed to use it like as one indicator. So every time you see a crossover of the MACD line and the signal line, they think you buy right here. And anytime you see the MACD line cross below the signal line, they think you sell. This might be profitable in a trending market, but as we know, as experienced traders as we are, or even new traders, stocks don't always go straight up or straight down. There's times of consolidation where there's no really bear or bull in control. So it's just staying in the relatively the same area, which obviously is not good for traders, right? Unless we're trading a breakout, then we're going to wait for that consolidation and hopefully get a good move out of that. Like I said, that doesn't work very well because in a chopping market, this MACD line will just cross above and below and constantly cross below, and you'll get stopped out of every trade. One thing I recommend in a chopping market, as I was telling everyone before, is you don't want to necessarily, when you see chop or identify chop, you want to stop trading there. I would recommend turning off your PC, phone, whatever you use to trade, and just enjoying your day, because you don't want to turn one bad trade into 5 bad trades, because 80% of the time that you see the market is chopping and you make a bad trade, the market's going to continue to chop that day. That's usually just how it goes. So as a trader, you have to have some discipline, and you have to identify that chop, and you need to just get off the screen for a second and recoup tomorrow and see if there's any more opportunity, because I guarantee tomorrow it will be way better opportunity, because choppy markets usually lead to a big move the next day. Without further ado, let's get into how do you actually trade using the MACD. You don't want to use the MACD by itself because, like I said before, it's not very good in chop. So what indicator I'm going to use is Viper Algo. I'll link it in the description so you guys can check it out. So how we want to use this indicator, since it's already this is already a buy signal and we're still trading, I'm going to use this previous sell signal. So we're going to go back here. We're going to act like we're waiting for a sell signal or a buy signal, and we're going to see how we would play this out. So we're waiting until we get that sell. So once we get that sell that we got here, let me go back. Let's wait for the sell signal right there. So we got the sell. We want to make sure that we have these settings on. So the reversal band, signal mode standard, TP and SL off, both the dashboards on, and that should be good for now. And what we want to do is wait for this sell signal. Once we get this sell signal, we need to make sure everything else aligns. So we need to make sure that the level is below the short signal on the dashboard. So 21,690, we can see we are below 21,690 as we're at 21,674 when the signal is given. And then we also want to make sure that the trend dashboard is mostly red. It doesn't have to be all red like it is in this situation. It just has to be mostly red to show bears are in control on all time frames. And then we have to bring in the MACD. So with the MACD, once again, the blue line is the MACD line and the orange line is the signal line. So we need to make sure that the MACD line is crossing below the signal line and is currently below, and looks to be nowhere near crossing above. So once we confirm that, little fifth confirmation, we like to use the automatic supply and demand zones and support and resistance. So once we apply those, the chart here, as you can see, we had a supply zone here and a demand zone here, but those don't really help us right now. But we do have a resistance level here. And then this looks to be a previous support that was broken because of this candle. So now it's turning into resistance. So we have now 5 confirmations. We have the trend dashboard is mostly red. We have the dashboard telling us that the level to go short, it's under, and we haven't even hit the first target. We got the MACD, the most important indicator of the strategy, telling us that we're in a bearish downtrend, bearish momentum, and we are breaking support zone and turning into resistance. So let's see how this trade played out. So right here, we got a supply zone, and now we're approaching this demand zone down here. So what I would do, so right as we enter this demand zone, I would be taking profits here and setting my stop loss at entry. So we can see here our entry was right here. We can see this by using Viper Algo TPSL levels. If you use the TPSL levels, you can see we've already hit 2 of its TPs, but I would put my SL after the first TP, or whenever you first take profits. I like to put my stop loss at break even. And next time you take profits, I like to move it up as we keep going. So right here, I would put my stop loss at break even as we're approaching this demand zone, and we could see a bounce. As we can see here, we're bouncing, approaching this supply zone, weak volume, and there we go. We got another buy signal. So that's how I would trade. So we personally got stopped out at break even. We took profits and we made a successful trade. That is how I use the MACD trading strategy. In conclusion though, the MACD is a powerful tool for traders, and when used correctly, it can be a valuable addition to your trading arsenal. Remember, like all technical indicators, the MACD should not be relied upon exclusively, but should be used in conjunction with other analysis techniques such as Viper Algo, support and resistance, trend analysis, and risk management. Thank you for watching, and I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. And as always, make sure to do your own research and always trade responsibly. That's it for today's video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos on profitable trading strategies. Until next time, happy trading.